Hey guys, this is Comics G-Man, and I'm going to do a video tonight on My Adventures of Superman, Season 3, Episode 7, like I said I would do. So find out what I thought about it in this episode. Sit back and relax. Welcome to Comics G-Man. Alright guys, so let me tell you something. One of my best performing videos on this channel is when I complain and bitch about My Adventures of Superman. And here's the truth. A lot of you might mistakenly think that I hate My Adventures with Superman. I want this show to be a piece of shit, and I want to rag on this show, okay? But no, I don't. You know, as TJ Laser would say, I'm not a dick.
I'm not a dick in real life, but I'll play one in your vagina tonight.
He says it much better than I do. But the fact is, I love seasons 1 and 2. I think they're amazing. I think it was fun. I got shirts of it. I've got the comic on it, the trade paperback that collects all the comics based on that show. So me shitting on this season 3 throughout my channel, I would have made the episodes praising season 1 and 2, but I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time. So now that I have the YouTube channel, this is what's out right now, and this is what I'm watching because it's all new. And it just happens that season 3 is shit. Now, does this episode... is this as bad as the last one, for example? No, I don't think so. I think it's a bit better, but not for the right reasons. It's not as cringe. It's not as stupid. I mean, it's dumb. It's still that Ghibli humor bullshit anime nonsense that they're overdoing. But at least we get a little bit more stakes in this episode. Mxyzptlk comes back, which is great. I like Mxyzptlk. He's a lot of fun, although not as funny as the way they showed him in the Superman cartoon in the 1990s. I'm pretty sure the guy who voiced the parrot in Aladdin, you know that guy, that voice actor at the time, big in the 90s? I'm pretty sure he voiced Mxyzptlk in that 1990s animated TV show. So that was great at the time, I think. So, this episode kind of fucks with you because the last episode, the horrible episode, ends with them getting sucked into a portal. So I assumed immediately that we're going to get back into the story about what's happening with Jonathan Kent. But we don't. So it brings us back to this stupid game that Mxyzptlk is playing with everybody here, with Clark, Lois, Kara, and Jimmy. And it's fucking bullshit. Mxyzptlk fools them saying that he's having a divorce with his wife, and the only way that they settle divorces in the fifth dimension where he lives pretty much is by having these games. Well, obviously it turns out that they're not having a divorce. They're still getting married at the end of the episode, and they were just trying to trick everybody to get the keys for this anvil that would unlock some kind of universal bullshit. I don't even remember what the fuck it was about. But overall, the episode is about Clark trying to come to terms with losing his power and realizing that they don't love him for being Superman. They love him as his Clark because these different versions of everybody show up here and they're competing against the regular versions of everyone. Like this Lex Luthor here is here. He's from another dimension. They call him the Good Luthor. They got Jimmy in that dimension who's like a super Jimmy or whatever. I mean, he's got his own anime tech costume here. Lois is like a pissed off. And Kara is a bitch from this universe because apparently the Superman in their universe died. They don't say how he died, but they were talking to him and they were saying like, well, yeah, it was hard getting used to Superman being gone, but the day that Clark died is when everything fell apart. So the episode, I actually think it has the right idea, and I like that it's trying to say that Clark is just as important as like Like, this is the real man right behind Superman. This is who everyone loves. You know, like Superman, yeah, everyone loves Superman, but you need Clark as well. So I think I appreciate that they tried to articulate this point in this episode that Clark is important. So, but it's so goofy, and it just felt like another kind of bad filler episode that we didn't need. We should have just jumped right into what's going on with Jonathan right now. And of course, you know, they do this at the end of the episode, which should have been the beginning of this episode. John shows up at the end, and he comes up with like a superwoman. Here, let me get a picture of it. So I don't know who this is supposed to be, but yeah, Jonathan shows up at the end of this episode with that can't be Lois. That has to just be somebody else. I don't know who that is. So that's interesting, but again, they completely botched the story for Jonathan. You already know my reasons why. I've explained these reasons why multiple times in my criticisms of this season 3. So, you know, they kind of they're playing in these tournaments, almost getting killed. They're seeing how ruthless and mean these other versions of themselves are. They're willing to hurt the others, just to win a battle, just to win a game. And they're all questioning, how did we end up like this? What's wrong with these people? And, you know, they just come to these kind of corny conclusions and everything. So it's not a bad episode. It's not a good episode. It's just an okay, bearable, acceptable, passable episode that was not hard to watch. But it's just like, it's still, it's not even close to season 1 and 2. Not even close, man. It just sucks. You know, what else can I say here? The data is strong, bro. The data, I think, is strong because, like I said, in one of the news readings, they're saying that they're not going to renew a season 4 because of everything that's happening with James Gunn's bullshit. But I don't think that's true. I think not a lot of people are watching this, and I think they're just not doing that good. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure if you look at the data, if you could find it, you'll see the viewership is really bad.
Eat the data! 3 feet down!
Yeah, so eat my data. I think you guys are fucking up big time. I think you lost your place. And, yeah, My Adventures of Superman Season 3, Episode 7 does not save this season at all. And whatever they're going to do with Jonathan in Episode 8, I mean, bro, we only got Episode 8, Episode 9, Episode 10. If they're going to pull some big tricks in the next 3 episodes, they better be really, really epic big tricks to make up for this big loss that they did. These last 3 episodes that they're about to show us, like starting next week and then the week after and the week after, they better be so fucking good that it makes me regret that we're not getting a season 4, and it makes me be like, oh, it was worth having these horrible episodes and wasting our time, you know, in this season, because at least episodes 8 to 10 are amazing, right? It better be that kind of episode, you know, it better be something really big. Otherwise, this is not only going to be a total failure, this show, this season, it's going to end in a horrible, stupid, lame ass way compared to season 2. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. But yeah, this was just a bad episode again. I mean, it was okay, bearable, but that's it, man. And I don't want to make this a long video because there's just not much to say about this anymore, unless if they do something big. I don't have any more to say about that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day.
I'm not a dick in real life, but I'll play one in your vagina tonight.